move like white people. We seen that time when we combated that Cushite when we was in Fort Mill. I went to school with the dude, and he thought it was hilarious that we told him we was Israelites and we was able to prove it, and he knew he was a Cushite, all right. But he act and talked just like these Caucasians because he was Americanized. Same back then when the heathen was following after the ways of the Greeks. They became Hellenized, okay? That's the Greek way of saying Greekish, okay? Or Grecians. Keep reading.
Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
Many of the Israelites. That's why when the Latin tribes or the Negroes that like from the West Indies, you Benjamites or you Levites from Haiti, all right, when y'all come to America, you quickly embrace the ways of America, man. Even more than the Jakes that's born here in the United States, man. All right, because you want to be like the heathen, because you see the white man, you think he's prospering or you think he's Jesus. So you say, oh, well, if I come to America, I'm gonna follow the way of the white man because he gave us Jesus. So they go wholeheartedly into his ways. That's why a large percentage of you Latinos are becoming a bunch of goddamn Bati boys, man, a bunch of faggots. And we see it. We see it. We saw it last week with some simple ass niggas wearing makeup, blowing kisses to us, wearing flower earrings, man. So the history is being repeated. And more of these entertainers that's sold out, all right, that they're using as means to push influence on our people to accept the ways of America, which are the ways of the ancient Greeks and Romans. Let that pass. Following the ways of these damn heathens, y'all become worse than the heathen. And the scripture's gonna say that. It said many consented to it. So we're not surprised that many of our people reject the ways of the Bible. Alright? Or if they say they follow the Bible, they're a bunch of damn hypocrites. Because when you start kicking the word to them, they don't want to hear it. Or they do the opposite. Okay? Because they love the ways of America, man, which are the ways of the ancient Greeks and Romans, which go back to the Egyptians and then back to the Babylonians. Okay, keep reading. Many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto the idols and profaned the Sabbath. Yeah, they started worshiping Jupiter, Zeus, Zeus, which all that goes back to the Babylonians with Nimrod, Semiramis, and Tammuz, which y'all worship today. Alright, in the form of Baal and Ashtaroth and these churches in Tammuz. Okay, that cross or that T that you wear around your neck, or you simple ass niggas get it tatted on your body, that's the T for Tammuz. That belief in the Trinity, that goes back to Babylon. And these Greeks, or the Edomites that call themselves Greeks, okay, they stole them customs from the Egyptians and the Babylonians. That's why Antiochus Epiphanes came up with the idea of so-called making everybody one people and they follow after one particular law, his way, which was heathenistic, okay? And it's the same way here in the United States, and it's gonna get more and more like it is in its history, the more and more we get close to the day of the Lord, okay? Because the time is running short for this kingdom to so-called flourish in its wickedness, man. Its sins is reaching up to the heavens, and the Lord's going to destroy this place very soon. Okay? Keep reading.
For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and to the cities of Judea, that they should follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple.
Now we don't that law of sacrifice was fulfilled when who you really call Jesus Christ died on the cross. Thereby we do not perform the act of killing animals to atone for sins, because we have the perfect sacrifice, which is the Lord. Alright, Yahushua. Okay? He's the perfect sacrifice. So we don't engage in animal sacrifice. If people come up here trying to be jazzy, asking if we follow the ways of them Israelis, proving them Israelis are not the Jews, because they still sacrifice animals. Hell, they sacrifice swine. That proves that they go back to them Greeks. Okay? Yeah, take it all in. Okay? Devil's looking at the sign. They don't like that. Fucking proud ass devils. Keep reading.
And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple. And that they should profane the Sabbath and feast days, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people. Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols. Now,
the groves is talking about the worship of Ashtaroth, or the Queen of Heaven, which is highly promoted in this society. All right, in the form of the worship of the virgin birth myth, the fucking worshiping Princess Guadalupe or Mother Mary. Okay, calling her the Queen of Heaven, or the Mother of God. That's the worship of the Queen of Heaven. That's the worship of Semiramis. All right, that was those groves, which is basically these churches. Okay, all right, and the worship of altars and idols that go back to Nimrod or Baal. Okay, which was basically Zeus and Jupiter, their versions under the Greeks and Romans. All right, which was the worship of the sun and fire. Okay, and y'all worship Molech here in America too. Your president, he worshiped Molech. Okay, keep reading.
And set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and the and unclean beasts.
Yeah, like these restaurants. Technically, these restaurants are places of sacrifice. Okay, basically, that's what they really are. Okay, unless it's a vegan style type environment, they're gonna be serving up some type of form of pork. Everything that you see on TV has some type of pork, either on the sandwich. It's either pork or it's pork added stuff. Okay, and swine is by far the most. Get that in the law, Leviticus 11 and 7 real quick. Pork is an abomination, man. You ain't supposed to eat that. Okay, so if you was eating it, you need to stop eating it. Okay, because there ain't nothing but tape. There's all types of worms and parasites in the flesh of pork. And then if you, like these simple brothers telling me about these simple ass niggas, they eat every part of the damn pig. They eat testicles and kidneys and organs and shit. You ain't supposed to eat organs either. You just, if you're gonna eat any clean animal, according to the Bible, you're supposed to eat their flesh, not their organs. Okay? Alright? Keep reading.
Leviticus chapter 11 verse 7.
Yeah.
And the swine, though he divide the hook and be not clothed for the, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean unto you. Of their flesh ye shall not eat, and of their carcasses ye shall not touch. They are unclean unto you.
Yeah, get Deuteronomy 14 and 3. Alright? They unclean, man. Straight up and down. Okay? But you people here in America following after the ways of these damn devils, these Caucasians, because they the ones that introduce you to pork, going back into slavery. All right, and that's the damn lie that Mel Gibson depicted in that movie Apocalypto, because them Latin tribes and native tribes, they didn't eat swine. Swine was not part of our diet until they started being assimilated into the ways of America, i.e. the U.S. government, when they say, oh, it's all right to eat swine. You just pray over it. That's the ways of the damn so-called white man.
Deuteronomy chapter 14 verse 3. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing.
Plain. So swine, the Lord told you swine is an abomination. Okay? So that means you ain't supposed to be eating no damn pork, what's it called? Barbecue pulled meat, bacon, ham, country bacon, fucking chitlins, hog maws, pig feet, pig ears, pig tongue. Any part of the pig, you ain't supposed to eat it. Okay, leave it alone. The Lord said don't eat it. Okay? Period. Because it'll bring death upon you. All right?